welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I got you.
From the 27, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here I come. 48. 48's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They go play action here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The connection made. It's Graham. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike 48. Slam.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they... And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's us. All right, baby, yeah.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys helped. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do.
48 Smite.
2nd and 6. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Kill. Turn up. Check it backer.
He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back. He's coming.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
You're not ready.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a second down and 6. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Watch the run. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's coming.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. That catch good for only a couple.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
48 for Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Barkley, a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you're down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Hold it ready.
48's the mic.
I'm trying to collect.
48's Mike. 48.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I'm here all day. Mike 48.
In your face.
Wide. Get wide.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
48's Mike.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Second down and 3. Another run by Lindsey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48.
They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tighten up.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Take 4, take 4.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Kill, kill, kill.
Watch twist. Check, smash.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw.
Let's go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
No. 36, 36.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete.
I'm going to show you, man.
Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Falcons, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.